The winner of the 2028 Ballon d'Or is Kai Lehmann.
I won the Ballon d'Or last week, my second Ballon d'Or in my career and my second in 3 years. 3 trophies, along with the Euros, making it 4 trophies, with 82 goal contributions. It was well deserved after the season I had. But after the ceremony, we were back to business. 19 goals, 6 assists, and 17 appearances were my numbers this season. The only players that match my stats this season are Haaland and Lamine Yamal. In the Champions League, we were unbeaten in the league phase, and in third, and surprisingly Monaco were leading. We were playing Fenerbahce at our home ground. We've had a rough selection this season, so this fixture was a bit of a relief. Madrid, then Chelsea, then City. At least we were able to avoid the loss against Manchester City. Kerkez played a long cross into Kvaratskhelia and he put it away for the first goal of the match. Next up we had a counter. Kvaratskhelia headed it down to me and I wasn't wasting the opportunity to go 2 up.
Superb chance, and in the back of the net for PSG, that lead extended to 2 now.
In the second half, Dembele made it 3 after finding himself in the perfect position. We won the match 3-0, goals from all of us in the front 3. The fan reception towards me was getting better, but it was still bad. I'm wondering why someone who played a big role in winning 3 trophies for the club last season was getting any negative reactions from the fans. Next we had Ligue 1 action, Olympique Lyon. We were first in the league table with 26 points, 2 points away from second place, so we had to sit up. I got the news that I was called up for international football. Not a lot of players were called up from the team this time, but England would be taking on Netherlands and Finland. First, I focus on Lyon as a PSG player.
2 high-level sides about to face each other, and it's anyone's guess how this is going to end up. It's PSG, they face Olympique Lyonnais, and it's live here on EA TV.
The match was tough. We had a corner late in the second half and Declan Rice was standing over it. He played it to me outside the box. I picked my spot and took my shot uncontested.
Oh, tremendous goal! A long way out, but took it on. A memorable finish.
The curve was beautiful. It's something worth looking at over and over again. Doué had a one-on-one opportunity with the keeper, but he didn't come out on top. I finished the match with a 9.3 match rating and the winning goal. We travelled to Netherlands for the first match of the international break.
Building to a crescendo all week, and very shortly it will be for real. We have all the action for you live.
This would be my first time facing the Dutch, where my father is from, and by default, where I'm actually from as well. I was born in England, which is why I decided to play for England, but ever since my dad passed when I was 7, this is my first time back in Amsterdam, and I would love to win here.
Hello, it's great to be with you, and this is the scene here at the magnificent Johan Cruyff Arena in Amsterdam. Gakpo? Well, might be. Oh, that's a really good pass. Just needs to stay calm. And there it is, the breakthrough. That will do nicely.
Well, just look at this again. The speed of counter-attack is so impressive, while the movement in the box is equal to it. It's such good timing. What a goal.
The attack continues. They're making considerable progress. Chance to equalise. And he squandered the chance to equalise. Kane. That's a good pass. And pushed away to safety. Patience and persistence on the passing front in the name of finding an equaliser. Gakpo. Looking for a teammate. No shortage of excitement. Level again. No wonder they're excited. Deserves credit for winning the ball back. Gakpo. It has to be. And a goal here. There it is. They've done it. Kane. what an opportunity. And he's fired it against the post. Oh, there it is! A back and forth sort of match. Now they're level again. The lead lasted merely minutes. He has time to play it over. Cuts it back. Gakpo. Oh, chance perhaps. And a goal to re-establish their advantage. Just look at the celebrations. Electing to shoot. Oh, did so well to deny him. Real chance. The keeper making sure that was pushed well away from danger. And it's still on for him. Oh, blocked it. Oh, and it goes. And that is simply vivacious on the volley. Take a bow, take several bows. The degree of difficulty was high, but you wouldn't know it. What a skill to possess. Absolutely marvellous. And nicely struck. Couldn't put it away, and they're still trailing by a couple of goals.
4-2 was the final scoreline against us. I did try my best, but my best wasn't enough to outscore the opposition. I wanted to win against them, but sadly it wasn't the case. Our next international match was against Finland, and we beat them. I scored in the match and made an assist and won the man of the match. After I got back home, I went out with Chloe the next day. She had a photo shoot and I took her to the venue. There was a bit of the crew that was starstruck after I walked into the studio with Chloe, but they got over it and did their jobs, and the pictures came out really nice. We went back home and ate together, talked about literally anything. I loved that she matched my sense of humour. It just made the times I spent with her much more fun. I was a bit sceptical about making it official, call it PTSD or whatever. I absolutely had to be sure the whole Charlotte thing didn't repeat itself. I did talk to her about it a couple days ago, and she told me not to worry about it. She liked me a lot and wasn't going anywhere. I had training the next day for the next match in the league, against Brest. We drew the match, another 2 points dropped in the league. I won the man of the match after a good match, but yet again, I wasn't able to do as much as I wanted to grab the win. Maybe the fact that it seems like I'm always playing an away game is getting to me. I just have to get out of my head and focus. We had overtaken Monaco in the league phase. Still drawn on points though, but we had more goals. The match against Juventus was next, another one of the tougher matches in our Champions League campaign this season. First I put Dembele in on goal, but he wasn't able to sort out his feet before the defender closed in on him. Declan played the corner out to me again. I went for power this time, but the keeper was able to match it with a brilliant save. Milik had a chance on goal, but his shot went wide. Not a lot happened in the match after that, so it ended up as a goalless draw. Apart from that one shot I took and the assist, that couldn't be. I had a relatively blank match in Italy. Luis Enrique was not happy with the result. We could have easily won the match, but it's almost like we completely slept off. Back in the league, we were up against Stade Rennais, the team currently second in the league. We beat them, but it was another close match. We struggled to get the 2 goals we scored, but all still turned out well in the end for the team. But not for me, because I drew another blank. And another blank against Strasbourg again. Our first loss in the Ligue 1 after almost a year and a half. It was bad game after bad game for us. At least we were individually talented enough to get a couple wins and draws here and there. Dynamo Kyiv was up next in the Champions League. Luis Enrique called me to his office after training. He told me that he knows what I'm going through, but he needs his ace if we're to make it anywhere this season. I drove to Flo's place after that. I spoke to her about it, and she did what she did best. She said it's unfortunately something I have to go through, but she knows I always come out of these tough times. She said Chloe and her are here for me if I ever need to escape reality for the meantime. I smiled and hugged her. I was low-key thinking Chloe and Flo's new boyfriend being in the picture was going to sour our friendship. I'm glad I was wrong.
Well, what a game we have in store for you today. The hype has been building all week and we're just moments away from kickoff time. Stay tuned for the live action.
The match against Dynamo Kyiv came, and after the draw against Juventus, we were bumped down to 6th. Thankfully, there weren't any difficult teams ahead of us anymore, so we should be able to remain in the top 8. They won a penalty very early on in the match, but Donnarumma did well to save the shot from Yarmolenko. Kvaratskhelia had a chance, but he snatched it wide. Valverde played it to me, and I laid it off to Dembele, who caught the keeper off guard at his near post.
In because this could be promising for them, and it's in! 1-0, they breached the defence.
Kvaratskhelia played a good ground pass across the field. I skipped past the defenders and got my first goal in a while.
It has to be! Oh, it's gone in for PSG as they extend their advantage to 2 goals.
Schlotterbeck played across to me. I squared it to Dembele, and he got his second of the match.
That's his brace! They just can't keep him quiet!
Yarmolenko had another penalty, but Donnarumma was not giving up his clean sheet. Later on, Donnarumma made another brilliant save, but sadly the defence wasn't able to come to his aid. Dembele registered his first hat-trick of the season after a good run, matched by the finish.
Oh, and it goes! Now he has his hat-trick, a special moment for him.
We won the match 4-1. It was a good performance, from me especially with 2 assists and a goal. The media was able to get a hold of me for a brief interview. They talked about my form in the last couple of games, and I told them that I'm working hard to get back in form. I didn't talk about the fans, it's a lot less than usual now, so maybe they're getting over it. And Flo said it's just better not to talk about it, especially with the French media. They praised me for my good performance after all their questions. I left. Up next, we were up against Nice in 7th place. We were 33 points up on the table, with 2nd place Rennes hot on our tails with 28 points. Dropping points was not an option. Apparently it was, we struggled, but Valverde got the equaliser at the end of the match to salvage a point for us. I got subbed off in the middle of the second half because I just wasn't playing well, and this time it was costing the team. The fans cheered when Luis Enrique took me off. Later on, he attended a press conference where he condemned the PSG fans for their behaviour towards me since the start of the season. He pointed out how I was a major player throughout last season and how he believes I should be respected more. Of course, there were still a bunch of reporters still trying to instigate nonsense, but he shut them down well and effectively. After he got back from the press conference, he called me and told me that was an early birthday gift for me. I laughed and thanked him. Hopefully, everything is better. Our next match was against Monaco, longtime rivals, but it was next year, 2029. My birthday came first. Chloe apparently flew Corey and my mum over here to Paris and threw a small party for me. She also invited Barcola, Doué, Pau Kubasi, and a couple of the younger players in the team. Flo and her boyfriend came as well. It was a very nice feeling. She booked out a bowling arena for the night and we just had fun. Couldn't believe she brought my mum and Corey. That's some next level thoughtfulness. Later that night, after most of my teammates had left, I was talking to Corey and she said I better wife Chloe up after this. That got me thinking overnight after I got home. I decided then and there I was going to make our relationship official. New Year's came and I washed off the dye from my hair. The next day was the match against Monaco. Luis Enrique didn't start me in the match and I came on in the 80th minute. The reception from the fans was relatively better, but obviously there's always those arseholes, not that I care anyway. I'm here to perform, I need to get my spot back on the starting 11. In the 85th minute I played a 1-2 with Kvaratskhelia and I volleyed it at point blank ranged, sealing the win for us.
Oh, it's in! And that might be the goal that clinches it for them. No looking back now, surely.
It was a close call at the other end, but we were able to escape without conceding. Kvaratskhelia set me up again, but my shot was saved by the keeper's fingertips. Declan Rice played the corner out to me. I tried the curler with my right foot, and it was really close. The match ended 2-0. I had a good match after coming on, showing Luis Enrique why it needs to be me out on that pitch. We won yet another derby against Monaco, a good match in total. RC Lens was next. Dembele had scored 2 goals already, and I came on for Doué. The match ended 3-1. I didn't make much of an impact, but I played my role well. After the match, Flo told me that she spoke to the financial advisor, and he said although my income is really good, anything can happen at any time, so it would be best if I invest. This is not the first time he has brought this up. I've just been stubborn about it, and well, Flo finally convinced me to invest in something. Real estate. I didn't want to buy any here in France, So I said, when next I go back to England, she'll come with me so we'll look at different properties together. Luis Enrique won the Manager of the Year award after an excellent season last year. He really did deserve it, leading PSG to an invincible season and a second Champions League. I also made it on the Team of the Year for 2029. Declan Rice and Donnarumma were the only other PSG players on the list. Dembele and Kvaratskhelia had good seasons as well, but Haaland, Mbappe and Lamine Yamal were beasts in their respective leagues. The next match was against Strasbourg in the Coupe de France. Strasbourg had already gotten the better of us this season in the league. We need to sit up so last season doesn't repeat itself and we get knocked out in the first round. We beat them 2-1. Luis Enrique started me in this match. I didn't contribute to the goals, but I had a good enough game. Our next match was up against Brest. I practiced my free kicks in training, as well as a couple defensive drills and my penalties. Kvaratskhelia and Dembele got on the score sheet in the 2-1 win. I still haven't scored since the Monaco match. It's not a long time ago, but I need to find the back of the net again. The second to the last match in the Champions League phase was against Athens. I came on in the 75th minute for Désiré Doué, looking to prove something to Luis Enrique, and most especially myself. My first cross towards Kvaratskhelia was badly timed and misplaced. But a couple minutes later I played a pass to him again, and he put it away. I had a shot on goal, but it was weak at best. I sent the defender the other way and opened a free run on goal for myself.
It's got to be! And a goal to put the final stamp on it! That will do it!
I played in Hakimi, and he decided to play it back to me. I took my shot, but it went just inches wide. The match ended 4-1. I was very happy with my performance. A goal and an assist after coming on. I finally found the back of the net. Luis Enrique wants me to perform well 2 matches in a row before he puts me back in the starting lineup. And the match against Lyon was the perfect opportunity for that. I came on in the 62nd minute for Dembele this time. Luis Enrique wanted to see what I'll do back in the striker position. Doué put me in on goal, and I got the goal early.
Now he's got to stay calm. Oh yes, a goal! Exactly what they were looking for, and he's come up with it.
Vlahovic, the latest addition to the team, had a run on goal. His pass was deflected straight to Declan Rice, who blasted it past the keeper to seal our win.
He's done it! What a climax to this game!
3-1 was the final scoreline. It was a good win that took us further away on the league table. The last match in the Champions League was against Dinamo Zagreb. We were up in first on the table, and a win would keep it that way. I came on for Doué this time and got a goal late on, but sadly our defence wasn't able to hold on to the lead. I got the man of the match after a good performance, even after coming on as a sub. I think I've done enough to earn my place back in the starting 11. Some of the fans are still going at it. More on social media than in the stadium now. Every new post I make, they're there in the comment section. It honestly just makes it easier for me to leave. We had the reverse fixture against Monaco next. We were 11 points ahead of Lens. We may not be winning the league as early as last year, but I'm sure we're going to be winning it still. I've dropped down from first to second in the Golden Boot race. My sudden bad form is to blame, but I believe I'm back. I can feel that I'm back.
Well, this is the kind of match every football fan looks forward to. A lot on the line and the likelihood of a tension-packed occasion. It's PSG, they face Monaco, and it's live on EA TV.
Today we have one of the more entertaining fixtures on the Ligue 1 calendar. Paris Saint-Germain taking on AS Monaco in what should be an interesting fixture. PSG has always blown Monaco out of the water every time since Lehmann joined their ranks. Will they repeat the same success they've had in recent games? Or will Monaco finally find a way to break down this PSG side? Kai Lehmann hasn't been in the best of form lately, so the defence might have an easier time dealing with him. He's slowly finding his form though, so Monaco had better be wary of that front three with Lehmann back in action.
Well, what a game we have in store for you today. The hype has been building all week and we're just moments away from kick-off time. Stay tuned for the live action. Well, hello on a rather damp and drab day here in the French capital. We hope the football will brighten things up. We're at the Parc des Princes.
And we've got some good matchups all over the pitch.
Best record of any side in the league.
Well, in attack, they've been so fluid at home. They just know it.
What a save! And now with Minamino. Could play it in. Firing it in. Oh, good work to deny the opportunity. Chance to put them in front. Oh, good save. Well, the attack looks promising. He's got to have a go here. The fans are shouting, shoot. Can he put them ahead? Oh, tremendous goalkeeping. Looking for that final pass. Looking for the goal that would put them ahead. Playing it in. Not too fussy in clearing his lines. A real opening now. Can he find the net? And a goal! Now they've broken through. 1-0 here.
Well, here it is again, and it's all about the pace in transition. They're so quick to get out from the back, and then through on goal, he just goes for power and smashes it past the keeper. There's no stopping that. What a great finish.
Another goal for Marseille. It was a poor clearance, and then it was far too easy for him after that.
And it's 2 for him today. A masterful performance. The defenders unable to stop it.
Well, let's look at this again. The 1- and 2-touch passing is absolutely outstanding to play around the pressure. And then the shot could not be hit any better. Struck with such venom. Great goal.
And they're winning in that game at the moment by 2-1. Oh, nice work to get past his opponent. Chance, and there is the goal to make it a hat-trick. Excellence in finishing, there for all to see.
Well, I won't get tired of watching this. It's an outstanding bit of play. Just look how far he runs with the ball. That's a great goal.
Minamino has eyes for goal, and a good-looking pass. Targets available, cross comes in. Borja Mayoral, and threading it through, and there it is, a goal, but will it be purely a consolation at this stage of the proceedings?
Monaco put up a really good performance, but 3 moments of brilliance from Kai Lehmann is the difference between the two sides today. A hat-trick in 15 minutes, what can't we see from this kid?
I left the match with the match ball and a 10-point match rating. I was back. Chloe was happy for me on our way back home. She kept on talking about everything I did in the match. The next day I took her out for dinner, and that's where I asked her to be my girlfriend for real. And she said yes. I felt free with her, and I felt like there's someone worthwhile to look out for after every match, someone to go home to. I was now back to being on top of the Golden Boot race. 17 goals and 20 appearances, 40 goal contributions in 33 appearances, and we're just in February. I might not get as many goals and assists as last season, but it's still going to be a good season. And if we win the treble this time, I might be looking at my 3rd Ballon d'Or. But then, we never really know what would happen.
I don't wanna